Welcome back, YouTube. So we're reviewing all the neutral legendaries are coming in Showdown the Badlands. Now, hopefully, you guys can't hear. Both my roommates right now are in the middle of a Fortnite tournament, and so they've been yelling and screaming quite often. So hopefully, you can hear that in the video at all. But let's jump right into it. So the first legendary here is Thunderbringer, 8 mana, 6/6 Elemental and Beast, Taunt, Death Rattle, summon an Elemental and Beast from your deck. Now here's the thing: we already got this card. This was our free card we got when they first announced the set, and it's seen some play in what Rogue, Paladin, and Shaman, I think. And I think Rogue and Paladin have been the most consistent ones so far. And I know out of the videos I did for it, I think my Paladin video did pretty solid, around 900 views, I think. And I had a lot of fun playing the Paladin version rather than the Rogue version. But after playing it for a little bit and playing against it, I'd say it's a 2 out of 5. The fact that it costs 8 mana for that effect, and the fact that it's not a battle cry and it's just a death rattle effect, just kind of it's kind of eh. It is fun to cheat the effect out, and but very little time that's happened in my and when I played it. I think I got like one time when I that video when I got it to like cheat it out or whatever, and I played the deck quite a bit. So this card feels pretty underwhelming so far. And even like after all these new cards get added in and the meta slows down, I still don't think it's gonna be all that great. Now there are a lot of beasts and stuff like that coming, beast and elementals and stuff like that coming from your deck. So this might be a thing where Thunderbringer could like cheat out Slugma or whatever, that 4/16/16 from Warrior, um, and all those other like Warrior beasts are coming out, have taunt and have those stats and all that stuff. Like this might be better in a Warlock deck than anything, or did I say Warlock in Warrior deck? I still don't think it's all that great, and I don't think it's gonna get any better. If this cost 6 mana, maybe it would be a tad bit more insane, but or not even insane, just be more better. But the fact that the death rattle, they could easily get around it. There's so much silence and so much removal that it's probably not going to even be that big of an impact on the meta. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5, and it still hasn't really defined any of the meta right now. Before all this stuff comes out. So up next is Sheriff Barrel Brim. 4 mana 4/4 battlecraft. You have 20 or less health. Open up the Badlands Jail, which is this thing right here. Make a minion go dormant for 3 turns. Oh my god, this card's getting a signature. I hope I get this one out of my packs, or at least from my free one that I get from my bundle. Um, but I'm blessing my card pack openings to be insane. Like my last one, I think I got like 3 or 4 signatures or whatever. No, it was 2 signatures, right? 2 signatures and like 3 goldens. I think I had really good luck. I'm hoping I get the same treatment this time around, but I think this card's not too bad. It's gonna feel really good in a Highlander deck. It's gonna feel pretty good just in any deck. Throwing it in there as a extra slot, you can't figure out what you want to put in there. You throw this card in there, and if you're low on mana or low on health, I mean, drop it down. You make it an important minion go dormant. And the big thing is, since it goes dormant for 3 turns, and you do this every other turn, you're filling up spots on the board. And it's going to limit what they're able to play and how wide they could get their board. So that's also something to really think about. I think this card's going to be pretty good. I don't think it's meta breaking, but I think it's going to be a really good kind of like tech/control type card. And you can probably put this in the ETC band manager as well, as it's something kind of like, oh, I'm really low on HP. I need to get rid of it, or I need to like slow down this guy a bit. Let me drop this down. It's going to feel pretty good. I'm going to 4 out of 5. Flint Firearm. This card's so cool. It's getting a diamond. I'm gonna drop $50 to get this diamond. I swear if they don't have any other like signature stuff or like packs added on to this as well, I'd be very upset because I'm not gonna spend 30 or 40 or however much it is just for the single card. But the diamond animation for this is amazing. But let's get into it. So it's 3 mana 3/3. Bad card, get a random quick draw card. If you play it this turn, repeat this. Quick draw stuff is very cheap and they're all very impactful. And there's healing, there's damage, there's so many little things. Let me just double check right real fast with the all the quick draws. So yeah, you have the farmhand, you have the pocket sand, rehydrate, silver serpent, heat wave, lay down the law, benevolent banker, drilly the kid. So if you're playing an excavate deck and you might get lucky and get drilly kid off this guy, that even goes even further into it because it has the battle cry and death throw effect, excavate treasure. So like playing flint firearm in any type of excavate deck and just having the chance of hitting drilly, it's gonna be so insane. Um, Bounty Wrangler, quick draw or combo, get a coin, so you could like net coins too. Dehydrate's great. Trolley problem, you get 2/3/3 tram cars. Misfire's not terrible. Azrite Chain Gain, Battlecry and quick draw summon up a copy of it. There's also the Sunspot Dragon, um, and then the Horseshoe Slinger, which we haven't talked about that guy yet at all. But Battlecry deals 2 damage to the random enemy, quick draw, and its neighbors. It's all right. But like all the quick draw stuff is very impactful, and the fact that um, get a random quick draw card. I don't know how it works with like if it counts, if it like gets the quick draw effect or whatever. So maybe that's the thing to kind of like I don't know about yet, and I haven't seen any gameplay of this guy yet so far. So if it since it adds it to your hand, I'm not care, or maybe if it get a random quick draw card. Yeah, I don't know if it makes it like so. Some of them have like a like rehydrate or whatever, for example, right? Or dehydrate. A quick draw effect drops it down to one if it does get that a quick draw effect for it. I'm not really sure if that's the case. If it does, this card's a 5 out of 5. But if it's not, I'm going to say it's probably a 4 out of 5 because still the chance of getting Drilly, getting any of the quick draw stuff is just solid. They do good things. It's a great card. So if it does do what I say it does or where I hope it does, where you get it, it has its quick draw effect already activated, and so you could play it right away and have like immediate impact. That's a 5 out of 5 card for me for sure. But if it's not, it's probably 4 out of 5 because like I said, getting all Drilly, getting all the other ones are not too bad. Up next, Reno Lone Ranger. Oh my gosh, this guy has been insane so far from what I've seen. 8 mana, Battle Cry. If your deck has no duplicates, empty the board and limit it to 1 minion for a turn. It's high noon. So it slows down them really hard, and then they can only play one card the following turn. Those cards are broken. And on top of that, you get multiple hero powers with it, and I'll just go over those real quickly. Let's see. Reno's Hand Cannon Shoot. This turns Magic Bullet. So then there's the Arcane Bullet, deal 2 damage, refresh 2 mana crystals, deal 2 damage, gain 4 armor, deal 2 damage, then 1 damage to all enemy minions. Deal 2 damage, give a friendly minion +2/+2. Wow, okay. Deal 2 damage, discovery spell. Deal 2 damage, summon up a random 3-cost minion. Yeah, random one. Deal 2 damage and draw a card. So there's Fell, Shadow, Nature, Holy, Fire, Frost, and Arcane. So they all kind of have like a mixture of it, and they all have really cool little artworks for that. All those are really good for 2 mana. They're really high impactful or really high impact hero powers. Um, Reno's good is a 5 out of 5 star card for sure. I mean, I think anyone this is worth playing on top of having a Yogg. There's gonna be so much control, and basically any Highlander deck is gonna play this card no matter what. I'm really sad this didn't get a diamond, but I will be going out of my way to craft a gold one for this one. So that's a guarantee for sure. I think this card's gonna be amazing, and this will definitely allow all the Highlander deck stocks to go up, and we'll probably see play no matter what. Even though I think probably the worst Shaman and what Hunter are probably the worst ones so far, but having Reno be kind of a part of it might make this a little bit more interesting. But yeah, 5 out of 5 star cards. Cards insane. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that yelling or not. Up next is Kingpin Pud. 6 mana, 6/7. Battlecry, Resurrect your Ogre Gang. Give them Wind Fury. Now, I'm not sure, did I? Yeah, I did add them here. I don't know how I feel about this stuff. This kind of feels like a wasted legendary or like a wasted spot for what could be here. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about the ogres real fast. But there's Ogre Gang Ace, 5 mana, 5/4, Rush. Whenever this attacks, gain Divine Shield, 50% chance to gain lifesteal instead. This is kind of very interesting. I feel like this is one of the better uh, ogre effects, right? It doesn't have a chance to hit the wrong guy, and so it just has a chance of gaining Divine Shield or Lifesteal. I feel like they could have done that with the other two guys here, and gave just different keywords like accidentally gets reborn, or not accidentally, but like gets reborn or charge, or just like stuff like that with like Battlecry have a chance of getting charge or rush or reborn and divine shield, or just the different keywords kind of make it a little bit more interesting, I guess. But this is really the only good one, and this one has a chance of giving a hero 3 attack instead of attacking, but it's a 50% chance, and it is for 4 mana. It's not bad stats either. And then there's the Ogre Gang Outlaw, which is like the wrong one. This could hit your own face or whatever. It has a chance to, or I guess a chance to attack the wrong enemy. So I guess maybe it's not limited to say it wasn't the last one like 50% chance to attack the wrong opponent or something. I don't remember. Maybe this has a chance of hitting your face. If this doesn't, then maybe it's not gonna be too bad. But the fact to it is, all these three guys here come back with Wind Fury. Now, I don't think that's too impactful. I mean, they all do have Rush, but still, you can't get multiple copies of this guy from what I understand. It's just guaranteed to get the 3 for this guy right here. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna say this is a 2-star card. I think it's kind of interesting if you are able to get at least these two here. It might just be worth it, but the fact of it is you have to like take up the spot in your deck, and that's why it's not gonna be good. I don't think. This might be ran in like a Highlander deck or something. You just run one copy of all these, and then After you play them, you just have King Put as maybe a last game finisher on top of all your other last game finishers you have in a Highlander deck. Um, I do love the artwork for this though. This guy's pretty cool looking. I like how he's like, you know, rugged ranger and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know really how I feel about it. And like if I had to give a rating for these guys, this is probably the better one. This is a 2 out of 5. This is a 3 out of 5. I think this could probably find in a deck in like a or find its way into like a cheap deck. You know, if you're playing like a oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Free to play deck or whatever. If you just happen to open up this as an epic, you can throw that in your deck or whatever. It's not gonna be too bad. And this one's not terrible. I mean, it's 4 mana 3/6 and has a chance of giving yourself 3 attack. It's probably 2 out of 5, and this one's just a 1 out of 5. Like not guaranteeing to hit what you want. It's already really bad as is. I mean, the stats for 3 mana is not bad, but still, it's just mediocre. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys so far. I am pretty excited for these legendaries. I do love, you know, Barrel Brim, Flint Arm, Firearm, and Reno. These are all really great legendaries. The rest are kind of eh. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think everyone here can agree that Reno's pretty broken. I am curious about Flint Firearm though, whether or not it's gonna be good and whether or not Sheriff Barrel Brim's gonna be good. But you know, I could hope. But don't forget to like and subscribe.